And we are live. Welcome everyone to another MLB The Show 26 Nats franchise live stream. What's going on, guys? V-Dub, what's up with you, man? Been a little while. How have you been, man? Had to grab the controller. Alright, we're all good now. Working in content for college football. I saw that you've started your Sac State Dynasty. And I'll be right there with you if you didn't see the intro video from yesterday. What are these rumors? Right field, first base. Man, people like fucking infielders. Good to know. Boy, I had to make a cup of coffee. I was getting tired. Last thing I need to do is get tired when we need to make moves. Alright. So. Fuck, it didn't save my shit. I need to add some guys to the trade block. Thomas White. Chase Petty. York. King can be in there. And I think that's everybody. Alright, first things first. I went looking last night when I got the thumbnail at trade targets for Thomas White, because he didn't play well for us last year. Got demoted to AAA. And out of everybody, he's the main one that I think Jimmy Silva replaces with ease. And we're able to replace a lefty with a lefty. So I went looking at teams that might have actual prospects. And there's not a lot of them. But Kansas City, right now, feels like our best opportunity to actually get something. So, they've got Luis Lopez as a possibility. Trade our veteran lefty for a young lefty as a possibility. They've also got Brooke Cochran. And then there's somebody else. Dallas, welcome to the stream, man. How's your Tuesday going? Who was the other one? I don't think it was Olivia Pugh. Also, I have a game plan for something. If I can get one of these trades through. Because I thought about it last night. I have not checked if it'll work. Thought about something last night. I have a game plan. Who was it that had the pitcher I liked?
It's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop to
Was it Cleveland?
Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock.
Yeah, it might have been Cleveland.
Thinking that I'm too getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Speakers can't even handle me. Given what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy, and I will never stop. I'm motivated by
I don't remember who had pitcher I liked the most. Yeah, they had the shortstops. How about the White Sox? Because I was looking at the White Sox, Cleveland, and the Royals to trade with. They didn't have any pitchers that I wanted. That's what it was. They had a different player, and I don't remember who it was. Might have been Daniel Tata. Nope. That's who it was. So, I was torn between getting a young pitcher or going after the outfielder. That was my situation. I wouldn't call it competing, but you know, I get it. I'm shocked. I was expecting more people to do Sac State, and I haven't seen much Sac State. Everybody's doing UL Monroe, which I'm very surprised of. Finished doing Umusume. Now just waiting for the July 22nd update. Oh, now you get to take your break. I wonder. I do wonder, could I I wonder if I could get him to bite on that. We'll see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal Thomas White, hopefully, to Kansas City. Because they actually have, you know, some young pitchers I might be able to gain out of this. And then I'm going to offer up, if I can, for this young right fielder, I'm going to offer up I think I'm going to offer up Rod Burden, because I don't see him really making it. No offense to Rod Burden. Do I want to deal Tate Anderson or Chase Petty? They both had their issues last year. Cade saw the bigger drop off. Although the control and clutch did see a tick upwards. I want to save the cash. Alright. We'll see if that goes through. That one, I think, should. Now, if those go through, what I'm going to do, because I am iffy on a relief pitching situation, I don't trust Wilkelming Gonzalez anymore as a possible guy in there. Cole Henry's on the back end of his career. There is one starting pitcher that I'm going to move to being a reliever. And that is Mamie Moore, because she's just been very solid for us consistently, and there's no way she makes it as a starter. She probably works out in the bullpen. So I'm going to move her to relief. And I don't know where that puts her. That puts her to 66. From a 75 to a 66. So I'm going to have her as a reliever. And hopefully this keeps her around and she can, crack the major league roster that way. We're also, stockpiled at pitcher. All right. As for this, we are going to get rid of Jay Lee because I'm not going to spend that money. I'm just not. I'm not. Yeah, he's got other teams interested, so I'm gonna walk away from that one. If there weren't other teams that interested, I probably would go after him. Although, maybe I could beat them in the contract numbers. I'm just thinking at this point. We've got first base covered. We've got third base covered. Not worried about our starting pitching. I've already got the contract in for one more reliever. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I always stick with whatever their starting schedule is. I don't change the first year schedule. Now, next year we might not take on an FCS team, but it depends on how this first year goes. I have no faith in this team outside of the running game. Oh, hey, DJ Hers wants that $21 million, and he ain't going to get it, looks like. He'd be a really good DH. Once again, why are all the power hitters lefties? I mean, Air Force can be a rough team. All those academies can be rough teams because of those option playbooks. I don't know how bad it is in this year because all I've really played against is, practice. So I will say, though, the gameplay is so damn good. It's so damn good. Yeah, I'm going to put Bazana on the board, and we're going to see the interest there. I think that's going to be it. Hey! Woo! I got attacked. Alright. Yeah. Really? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that that deal was gonna work. I'm not gonna lie. That was the one I'm more confident in getting the outfielder, but I was pretty confident that was gonna work. And Jay Lee goes to Detroit on a ungodly contract that I was not gonna pay. Alright, we should have Connor Phillips locked up. Yep, so another nice reliever added to the bullpen. Oh, he does not want to come here. He has no interest whatsoever. So I'm just not going to worry about it. He is a Marlin instead. 7 years? I was not going to offer 7 years. And Detroit's signing all the big names, apparently. They found an ungodly amount of money. Alright, so... Cool. So our bullpen is pretty much set. I think I'm gonna look for some... I probably need to look for some depth. I do have one roster spot open, and I'm probably gonna keep that open until after the Rule 5 draft, but I'm probably just gonna look for some depth in the minors. Alright. Let's see. Are the White Sox gonna get back to me? Guys, it's been like a week. Are you guys gonna get back to me? I'm getting upset. Let's see. Anybody at all interesting here that I care about? Probably not. Yeah, I like our closers. I mean, if Warming Bernabel didn't have the year he had, Eldridge would be an option, but... I hate that we're gonna be kind of like playing it cheap this year. But like, there's nothing here that I see as an upgrade over what we have. Even with the pitching unit. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna sit on what we got. Really? I'm a little bit surprised at that. I really thought I was going to be able to trade at least one of them. Okay, I offered up who? Rod Burden. I'm gonna offer up Vaquero because I don't think Vaquero's gonna top Leonardo right now. So I'll offer them a little bit better of a deal there. See if they take that. I did contemplate just offering up Joshua Baez, but I think what I might do here with the Royals. No, they don't need a fielder. Anybody need an outfielder? Out of curiosity? They got old man Kyle Tucker in Boston. That is about the most accurate thing possible. And apparently the Giants have Fernando Tatis now. Wait. Or, I'm sorry, that's the Padres, not the Giants. I was about to say, they just got the whole Padres team here, and then I realized. Yeah, you guys don't need an outfielder. At the right side. I have like a young C potential player that I can maybe snag. That's essentially what I'm looking for here. We really don't need a catcher now, which is nice. It's nice that I'm not seeing like young catchers and immediately going must have. Yep. I think that's mainly what we're doing. I really want to trade Thomas White. That's like the one guy I really want to get off this team. Cade, Thomas White, I would like to deal. Is there anybody else that would be willing to take him? Maybe. Possibly. You got A's. Ooh, I could kill two birds with one stone here. If they've got a good enough prospect. $227. I'm not doing that for a 27-year-old prospect. They do not have much. I'm legitimately disappointed. I was hoping for more out of the Athletics when it came to young talent, but they got their young core and immediately stopped. They really don't have anything that I want at all, which is just sad. Man. I really thought I found my trade partner for Thomas White, too. What the Rangers got? I think they're unwilling to trade any of their young talent. I think I looked at them and, like, they were unwilling to trade any of the young talent I was interested in. They've got 95 closers, though. Switch hitting first baseman. I might go after the switch hitting first baseman. Give me Silas Pride. For a guy that becomes your number 2 in the rotation. I think this feels right. I just don't feel like I need to trade anybody else for that one. Oh, they want Chase Petty. So they want a right-hander, not a left-hander. That's the way they're looking at it. Well, that kind of ruins my trade with Chicago. But I'll modify this. Here's all I'll do. Boom for boom. There you go. There you go, Chicago. And then I'm going to accept this. There we go. Perfect. Did my part. What's the date of significance here? Oh, this is the tendered contract. We're good. Walker Jenkins heads to Chicago. The South Side, to be exact. Spencer Steer to Boston. Check the roster. We do have one free spot at least to look at, so. Nah, we're good. We don't have to bring back K-Bear. We're good. I like that it was just K-Bear Ruiz wanted to come home. $29 overall. That's something. That is something. Jimmy Doe. Not seeing anything intriguing so far. I almost went after Adam Hall because I saw all the secondary positions, and then I saw he was 33. Then it made sense. Where are you from? Canada. That makes more sense. Lakdawala. Will Lakdawala. His last name alone almost got me to sign him. Cash Finnegan. Dude, if you had at least the most minute hitting abilities, I'd sign you because your name is fucking awesome. And you're out of Maine. You probably played for the Sanford College Coyotes. Time out. Were you a second round selection? Yeah, you were. Wow. Switch hitting first baseman. Seems way too common. Bruh, show me the right fielder with a cool name that actually has a bit of hitting to his game. Because I'm tired of seeing these guys with cool names that don't have any hitting to their name. Rex Richardson? Come on! I'm sorry, a first baseman that can play left and right field? That's an interesting setup. Oh, you got deep potential, never mind. It's just all speed. That's all you find with these outfielders is just speed. Like, I'm curious to see if I can find just like a pure power outfielder. Talk about a utility piece. Still all speed. Christopher Spencer, he's all speed. I will say, given the dude did see an uptick from 48, I am tempted to just, you know, sign him, put him at single A. Try and develop him. Freddie Freeman's still hanging around. I don't know how, but he is. He's still here. Okay, the last thing I need is more shortstops. But B potential, though. We've got a lot of those. Damn, fell from a 59. I've got a couple second base prospects. Johnny Barra might get signed just to be a developmental prospect. you go Raymond Zavala. There's Marcos Tavares. Maybe it's the new glasses that are making me see that wrong. Is that an A potential, like, how old is he? 19-year-old outfielder? The fuck are you doing here, man? He's got good contact against lefties, and that's it. Like, he doesn't have a great skill set, but he's 19. Why is he not on a roster? Like, I'm not saying no to that. Welcome to the fucking roster so I can put you at single A and develop you for 2 years. I don't know why the fuck he's not somewhere. That's great. That at least gives me a young outfielder now to develop. Boom. Look at that. He's already better than Charlie May, and we just drafted him. Kind of. Actually, he's not really better than Charlie. Well, they're very similar defensively. I was about to say May's better defensively, but they're very similar defensively. May's a better hitter, though. A little more balanced. Yeah, we are way too stacked. Pitcher. I might have to deal some of those pitchers if we get in a situation. What? Okay. There's gotta be somebody that wants Thomas White. There's gotta be somebody. I'm trying not to try and deal him to a team that is selling. But like, there's no other teams that I kind of deal him to. The Angels are trading all of their pitchers. I wonder. I don't want to trade him in division. I was going to trade him to the Phillies, but then I'm like, I don't want to trade him in division. Okay, given they're not trading Perez, I wonder if I could trade him to the Cubbies for one of their more veteran players that they're trying to get rid of. They signed Brady House. Yeah, you guys have nothing. You guys don't even have anything to trade. What about the Brewers? They're technically in a win now situation. What do you guys got that you can deal me? I don't really care for another young reliever. Yeah, you have absolutely nothing. I've seen that kind of player too much. Do the Pirates want him? Out of curiosity? They're trying to deal fucking their entire team. Alright, what do the cards have? He would be the 3 for them. Alright, cards, what do you have to deal? Yeah, you were one of the teams that was just unwilling to part with all their young talent. Because I think I looked at the Cardinals before and I was like, man, I'd really like to trade with them, but they won't part with any of the players I would like to look at. They're like, we'll trade any of our relievers. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to understand that I'm not going to get what I want for him. I mean, I don't need them. Because right now we've got these two, they're definitely there. E-Man and someone else, and then we do a Beard now who's going to be on the roster, so I don't need Wyatt Langford, but on a 1-year deal for a guy I am desperately trying to get rid of? Maybe? I'm not going to give you anything else. Actually, what I will do is this. I actually thought of something that makes sense for this. Yeah, I'll add Baez into that. Because that makes a little bit more room. I mean, we've got the money to spend, so. Draft lottery. We have a 0.8% chance of getting that first pick. There's a chance. I just want to point out we are picking in about the same spot we were picking when we lost out on Tyson Oshiro. Just the Reds are now behind us instead of in front of us. And the only movement was the Braves up to 2, Diamondbacks up to 3, Cubs up to 4, and the Rays dropped from 2 to 5. Very little movement. All right. Yeah, nope, don't care. Here we go, Rule 5 draft. We probably are going to lose a pitcher or two. That's near a guarantee. So, just be ready for that. So... Wow, Drew Hackenberg got taken. Noble Meyer was available. He certainly is not as good as I thought he would be. Joseph Crespo. Why the fuck was that man available? What are you doing, Minnesota? How good are your pitchers that you have an 80 overall just sitting in AAA? Like, we had an excuse. Al Olson. A lot of relief pitchers going. Alright. We could take Dowdy. I am tempted to grab Nixon Shipley. Oh, he's a closer. That's why he's so good and available. I was about to say, I'm like, why is he here? He's a closer. That explains it. That's not a bad catcher prospect. Better fielder. He's just not as offensive as DeLuca is. No options used, which is nice. I am tempted to grab Bronson DeLuca. I am very tempted to grab Bronson DeLuca. Because that's like the only position that I believe we could hold on to a guy. Ooh, there's the power left. There's the power outfielder I was looking for. Just was hoping for better potential. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab Nixon Shipley. Yeah. Somebody grabbed Bronson DeLuca. I would have thought about it. I would have thought about it with another pick. Yeah, now the only guy that I would even consider is probably Damon Dowdy, but I'm not going to hold on to him. on the Major League roster all season. Charles Davis, shouldn't you be covering the draft? Yeah.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty.
Yeah, I'll take that though. I'll take an A potential reliever that I can keep as just a guy on the roster. I'm happy with that. Alright. So I do have to release one player. Not gonna release him, he's too solid. Dennis Reed, no. I think I might release Ryan McCall. Yeah. One of the older guys would be sitting at single A. And surprising, none of our guys got taken. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Ooh, Nick York for dude's 33 with all of his renewable options available. Yeah, no, he's a bullpen arm at best. I like the hit per nine's nice. But I do not think that this is an offer I want. As much as I'd be willing to part with Nick York. Yeah, decline that offer. What do I want offered to me is the real question here. Center fielder is definite. I'll take second baseman. And catcher, I think, will also be on there. I will say, one player to keep your eyes on this season, just because if he doesn't play well, I am tempted. That's Jackson Holiday. Because if he doesn't play well this year, and Michael Arroyo continues to do what he's been doing in the backup role, Arroyo becomes the starter and we deal Holiday for somebody. It's very possible. Not going to say it's going to happen, but if Holiday doesn't play well and Arroyo does, yeah. I think we are essentially done with the offseason. Which is just sad because I really wanted to get rid of Thomas White. We'll wait till after arbitration, I guess. The Yankees are looking for a starting pitcher. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be going after him now, but I was interested at one point. I'm just curious. I'm sure the Reds don't have him on the block, but no, he's untouchable, as he should be. Nobody wants to make an offer? Hold on. So we won Ethan Holidays. That's nice. That's a real big win for us. That is a massive win for us. Welcome in Gonzalez. Okay, Gonzalez won his, surprisingly. They sided with Thomas White. They sided with Little, or no, they sided with us. They sided with us on Anderson. They sided with us on Fisher. And they sided with us on Cole Henry, as well as Nick York. That's great. We won all of those, essentially. There were only a few we didn't win. Are there any crazy moves I want to make here? Dear Lord, Acuna's down to an 83. That is insane. You know? He's still renewable? I don't need any more shortstops though, so can't really bring myself to make that move. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the most balanced fucking players I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's not crazy good, but he's exceptionally balanced, as all things should be. Damn, Bubba Chandler has taken a drop. Alright. I think I'm good. I think I've looked at everybody I really can that I've got any interest in. We'll see if we can get Colton Cowser here. I do have no open roster spots. I did not think they would take that. It's a 1-year rental, but we add now another power bat to go along with James Wood and Dylan Cruz in Colton Cowser, which means our outfield is all power, which is fun. And that means that Emmanuel Rodriguez gets to be depth instead of a starter, which is actually, I think, a little more fitting for him. And truly takes over the Tyler Freeman spot. Fuck yes. Okay, well that means I'm very happy with our situation now, pitching-wise, because that gives us exactly what I was hoping for now. So, your starting 5 are going to be Dolander, Otto, Pelletier, Jimmy Silva, and Cade Anderson. So I like that mix. 2 lefties, 3 righties. And Sabrina Hogan will be moving up to the Major League roster in the bullpen. I am very excited now for this. I'm going to do that right the fuck now. Add her to the 40-man roster. Okay, she now officially joins the major leagues. And it does open 1 spot on the roster, so I can add wherever I want. I might add to right field. Yeah, I don't really need to. I've got plenty of center fielders. And left fielders. Shortstops, a lot of third basemen. Do I add a first baseman or do I add something else? I think I'm gonna add a catcher. I think I'm gonna see if I can find a young, catcher to go into single A. A decent potential, I should add. Hey, we can bring back Hannah. Yeah, if that had been C potential, I would have 100% signed them. Damn. There's like nobody here. Hannah's really the only argument I can make. Yeah. We'll bring her back. Hand it down to single A. Yep. I feel a lot better now about how good our pitchers can be now. Alright. So we have 37 on the 40-man. I'm going to add some people to the 40-man who aren't on the 40-man. I'm trying to think who I want to see on the 40-man. I don't even think there is anybody that I'm like, yeah, I need to see that person on the 40-man right now. Like, Bronson Arnold, I think's there next year. So I'm not too terribly worried there. I forgot that we didn't trade Nick York. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody I'm really looking to add to the 40-man. Okay, contract extensions. I'm curious what the extension would look like for Holiday. About 17, 18 million a year. Let's see. If I really felt like it, 19 mil is probably what it would really cost to probably get him to sign. Is how I feel about that right now. He would have to play pretty well for me to want to do that. I am curious about Michael Arroyo, because if he plays well, we could get him on a long-term deal for a pretty favorable contract. Under 12 mil a year. If he plays well and takes over at second. That's if Holiday doesn't play well. Jared, welcome to the stream, man. You made it in time for spring training. What's Dolander want? Because we got him dirt cheap. Oh my god, he wants so much more. Remember, we're paying him 12 mil this year. Monty? I mean, I don't think that's bad. Because I would think... What, this is going to be about 7.5 for 3? Yeah. I don't think that's terrible to get him through arbitration. I think I'll go with the 2-year deal, though. Yeah. Alright, we've got Monty locked up for 2 years. I think those are going to be the only ones, the only contract that I go with. You want the Antonio Brown jersey a bit? The Felon collection continues. Your Felon collection continues. I'm sorry, what? Time out. Show me this rotation. Oh, is he not on the 40-man? That explains why I'm confused. Get this man on the 40-man right now. It's Jimmy's time. Okay, so there we go. Now Silva's part of it. Sabrina Hogan should be coming out of the bullpen to start things. And we are not playing well in spring. Not at all. We're going to go a good ways through here. We're 5-10 through spring right now. Frank Otto not playing well at all. That's not good to see out of the ace. But nobody's really playing well. Unless your name's Chase Dolander, apparently. Legitimately, it looks like Dolander is the only dude playing well at all out of this rotation. Everyone else has a high ERA. Well, Sawyer Lewis is doing well out of the bullpen. And Connor Phillips has done well. Pelletier gets a win. Hey, Frank Gatto got a win. We capped it off a little bit better than we started it. That's good. Yeah. Could have been worse. Let's see how the hitting went. Oh, god damn, that's a terrible start for Jackson Holiday. Oh, I hope to God the season doesn't go that way for him, because if so, he will be on the trade block, and it will be Michael Arroyo's spot. Speaking of, how did he perform? Yeah, did quite well in his limited at-bats. Ooh, that is not a good look for Jackson Holiday. James Wood struggled compared to what we're used to seeing out of him. Bernabel didn't play as well as I'd hope. Colton Cowser didn't play well during spring. Montez did well. Cruz struggled. Fisher did fine. Ethan Holiday did quite well. He played like you would think his brother would play. And Caleb did well. Cuero struggled. E-Man played like a backup. Desmond Cooley played like a backup. Beard actually played pretty well. Same thing with McHenry. Okay. Ooh, Elam did not play well. Maybe I keep Elam down and keep Cooley up. So, let's do some moving here. First things first. We know our 5. And then Sabrina. Diego, you have, I believe, 2 more. You've got all your options. Nice. Beautiful. Down to AAA with you. He's used all of his options, but I'm going to see if he makes it through. Gonzalez. I mean, you didn't even play any. So, to AAA with you. And we're going to risk just sending you down that way. Cole Henry. I think I'm going to keep him up and send Steen down because he has options. I am going to keep Sawyer Lewis up, though, I think. Oh, yeah, and we also have Nixon Shipley. I forgot about Nixon Shipley. So Henry might actually go down as well. Because I want to keep Sawyer Lewis up. So that gives us 3, 4, 6 relievers. 1 closer. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm going to send Ryan Elam down to AAA. Keep Cooley up. Ventura to AAA. And Feldman will lead AA for us. I'm going to keep McHenry up. I think. Surprisingly. I think I'm going to keep McHenry up. solely because he can be our primary backup if I get rid of Sever King, which I might. That stays, that stays, that stays. So I'm gonna have to make a lot of moves here. I think my first move is going to be to deal a couple of guys. Specifically, Sever King and Nick York. And I'm looking for teams looking for infielders. Here we go, Tampa. What do you have at second? I mean, he would help you. So you may not want Sever King. Let's see. That's the case. What do you have that I would want? Out of your possible... I'm mainly going to look for someone that would take, you know, forever to develop. Because I think that's the best I would probably get. Like a Richard Man kind of makes sense. I don't think they would part with him, but... I don't like that all of their, like, C potential guys are just pitchers. Like, I was hoping to maybe find, like, a C potential outfielder here at the bottom. Nope. Okay, they could use them. Yeah, let's go Cesar Tavares. And then I also think I'm going to deal Sever King. Let me find a team that needs a shortstop. Not going to trade him in division. I was going to say, why did they need a shortstop? But I believe they got rid of Connor Griffin a long time ago. They don't really need him badly, though, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright. Well, he could work here, mainly because he can play 95 different positions. see if that works out. I'm very unsure if it will. Okay, we got rid of Nick York for Cesar Tavares. And we also got Kim McNeil for Sever King. We lost those 2 trades, but, you know. So let's see. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna send down and send through everything, but we'll see. Anybody worth taking here? I doubt it. Hey, 10 Pence. Remember when we had him, guys? You remember? I remember. Damn, I thought I put a lot of good players on the, like a waiver wire. Never mind. Everybody else put better players on the waiver wire. If anybody just wants a pure power hitter, I found one. Alright. So, what's the roster look like? Here, before we do anything, let's find out what the rotation looks like. It's Dollander, Pelletier, Silva, Otto down at the 4 spot, which is weird, but okay. Kate Anderson, Sabrina Hogan, Faith Martinez, David Feston, Nixon Shipley, Connor Phillips, Luke Little, Monty. I like it. I like the bullpen right now. I can legitimately be happy there. The lineups. We've got Holiday, Wood, Bernabel, Kowser, Montez as the DH, Cruz, Fisher, Holiday, and Lomavita. Against lefties, you got Fisher, Wood, Bernabel, Kowser, Montez, Cuero, Cruz, Holiday, and Holiday. Keep in mind, Jackson is being watched this year. Also, we've got new sponsorships to deal with. Per hit. Giving that one out. What was this one? That was per hit? Oh, beautiful. Boom, we can make an extra 1,000 per hit. This one's 15,000 per game. Yeah, I'm not saying no to a free 15,000. Alright. So what I'm going to do, mainly because I don't know if he's going to be on the block or not by the time the deadline comes around. Currently, I'm going to put Holiday on the block. I may take him off by the time the deadline comes around, but for now, he's on the block. He did not play great. He's got a chance to play better this year and get off the block. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to this third game against the Giants, and we're going to watch the Major League debut of Jimmy Silva. I think that's going to be the game plan to start this year. What do we think the win total is going to be? They've got us projected at 95. What do you guys think the win total is this year? I'm going to say 87 and a wild card appearance. That's what I'm thinking. I don't have much faith that we're going to be great. Also, what are my goals? Win the division is the yearly goal. Got it. And our budget, 50-some million. So plenty of space if we want to make a trade at some point. Okay. Also, I did not look at who went down. Everybody. Oh, they put Sawyer Lewis down. Ah, that explains it. I mean, he'll get more time at least. Okay. I need to look at something. Two, three, 6. Wait, why do you have Bronson Arnold starting? Mammy's fine. She is a reliever, but what the fuck are you doing here? Antoine Steen is starting. Why do we have 90 fucking relievers starting at AAA? I will say I do think Rodriguez is going to be moving up. That's the one I can guarantee you of. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Apparently we don't have enough starters for them to actually start starters at AAA. Boom. And actually, I think we're going to bring Rodney up as well. Yeah. We'll bring Baez up to AA. I mean, Lester Woodson dominated at AA last year, so I want to keep him up there. Keep a lot of these guys there. We'll bring Tyson Ortiz up to AA. Yep. Feel pretty good about that. I don't like that Woodson's in the bullpen. I wish he was in the rotation. But I like the amount of pitchers we have there. There we go. Look at that. You guys actually have all starters now there. That's a lot of fucking relievers. Alright. Alright. I actually want you. Which one of you is the better hitter again? You're the better defender. You're the better hitter. Yeah, so we'll keep it there. So they did bring Cooley down. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. I don't know how I feel about Beard. Down in the minors this year, but we'll live with it for now. I'll put Stallings at AAA. Yeah. Although, I think Ramey can play at AAA. He played really well last year. Yeah, I'm going to put Ramey at AAA, Stallings. Actually, I'm going to put... Whoops. Caro at AA. We've got 3 there. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. You can go to AA. And then... trying to think what I want here. Yeah. I mean, you can be a AA just in case we need depth at those spots. And you can play first as well, which is great. Nice. Actually, go back single A because we have you, who I know can play like 95 different positions. There we go. That works. Alright. Let's get this season underway. And it starts with a 17-5 win. Normally I wouldn't look at the box score immediately, but how the fuck did we score 17? Fisher goes 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs and a walk. Warming Bernabel continues right from where he left off last year with 3 of 6 for 2 RBIs. 3 of 5 for Edgar Cuero. The Holidays did well. We had 2 homers from Andrew Fisher, a homer from Warming Bernabel, a homer from Dylan Cruz, and a homer from each of the Holidays. We peaked in game 1. We peaked in the first game of the season. Faith did not do well, but my God, they brought Sabrina in to finish. That's funny. Alright, game 2, Thomas Pelletier on the mound. We get another win in this one's a tight one. Faith Martinez struggled in the last game, gets the finish this time around. Alright. We're 2-0 to start the year. It's time. It's time to see the debut of the left-hander, Jimmy Silva. What uniforms do you guys want? Do you guys want the old Expos jerseys? Do you want the 2005s? The 23s? Expos? Alright. Do you want the white or the blue? Cannot move my man around? Come on. I want this stripe on the shoulder if we're going to go with the Expos. Alright. Here we go.
Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shaw. We've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris.
Here's Jimmy. This was the only player I was 100% sure was coming to the majors this year. Sabrina Hogan I only brought up because at 78, she can fit right into the bullpen and get some experience there instead of having to be part of the rotation. So.
As a starting pitcher that's expected to go out there and give your team a quality outing. All eyes will be on him out there on the ball. Should be fun to watch and see.
Look at all those pitchers in our top prospects. We've got so many pitchers. Oh. And one of those top 10 prospects was the dude we signed. Let me move chat. Oh. Wow, first pitch, first hit given up. Oh my God, guys, come on.
And he's into second with nobody out.
No, I didn't start the Angels challenge because I actually hit on some of those pitchers. I actually hit on some of those pitchers. I will say I was so happy with the Angels draft this year. So many position players. So many position players. And they drafted American Ohtani. So, I'm very happy with the way the Angels drafted this year. I don't know how many hits we're getting out of it, but I'm happy with the way the draft went. Okay, that'll move him to third, though. Ooh! No, it won't. Wow, what a throw by James Wood.
Here's the Giants lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Moises Ballesteros in the box now. Take strike one.
Come on, Jimmy.
Swing and a pop-up.
Got him lifting it up again. Nice.
Two away.
Good job, Ethan.
That was a hanging tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get
Or no, I'm
really
sorry,
big.
that's
I think
Fisher.
his swing broke
Because
out as
Ethan's
well.
playing short,
That's
not
what caused him
third.
to pop it up.
I believe he got drafted as a third baseman to Colorado. That's the only reason I think about him at third.
They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that one is lifted in the air.
And there we go. Good job, Kowser.
So they work around to lead off.
Okay.
Now it'll be Washington's turn.
It was a leadoff double, and nothing came of it. Love that. And we're up against who? Rhett Lauder. God, we've seen a lot of Rhett Lauder. There was that point where, like, I was like, we might trade for him, and then we didn't, and now we see him all the time.
Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look
I just want to point out, and I find it funny, none of you have mentioned I got new glasses.
Jackson Holiday digging in for the Nationals.
And I feel like that's a positive that you guys didn't notice.
In the air, left side.
How far's it going? Ah.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Chris, this is a lineup.
I think it's more of a positive that you guys just didn't
years
notice.
to come.
well, there's a lot
And
of
I
good
have new
talent in this
glasses.
lineup. I think as they gel
And I
together,
feel like they're pretty
teams
evident that I have
should
new
be able to
glasses
this
because they're
season.
squares.
They could be playing October baseball.
The way the Angels draft grade is a solid B. That's about what I'd go with, because I don't think any of the guys they took are going to be like early risers. But I feel good about the draft.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
I mean, low draft grades
Strikeout guy, but
being a
still
B,
very effective as far as
I'm
starting
fine
pitchers
with
go.
that.
One of those guys
It's the
who
Angels.
involves
I
the
expect
defense
Fs.
and really gets them involved in the action. Fires across the diamond, and the home first.
Is there any way you...
quickly
Here, wait.
today.
I want to see what was the grade.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran first
Angels
baseman.
2020
Swinging in
draft
the series
class.
so
That was
far.
the...
He's 5 for 9.
No.
The ball around all the quadrants
Oh, that
of the
wasn't
strike
the
zone,
draft
and you
class.
add and
What was the
subtract
draft class? Was
velocity,
it
and because of
2024?
that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Up
Nope.
the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Jumps, throws. Nicely done for the out.
There you go. Hot damn.
For Washington, scoreless after 1. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Kevin Alcantara.
What year was it?
Silva, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound with this ball club. 0-1.
2021. I need another grade.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question.
They got a D plus in 2021. That was the all pitcher draft. So you know what? I'll take a B.
Front shoulder coming open instead of
I'll take a B.
does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Alec Burleson stands in now and watches.
I will take a B when I have comparison of a D minus
Burleson getting
in
the start
2021.
first. A member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent.
I really like their draft, though. I think they did a good job going after as many infielders as they went after, because we needed the depth there
They get
badly.
forward with a 1-out single.
Batting seventh, shortstop Cooper Pratt.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Hitless in the series so far.
I really hope the hometown kid pans out, though. I think a good amount of them are, like, there might be two or three that got traded, but I think there's a good amount of them that are still in the minor league system.
0-1. And a foul ball.
But none of them have panned out. Like, they're in the minor leagues for a fucking reason. And they were all, like, Like, most of them, at least, were college arms, which is the bad part of it.
And that is
Thank God that was foul.
He goes down looking,
There you go, Jimmy.
and that's the first strikeout.
That's his first major league strikeout.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for
He's not a
himself and the
strikeout pitcher, so he's
expectations
not
of
going to
his
get a lot of
team.
those.
He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Hoog, I think
I
they
wanna
can.
see-
It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff
Let me
or
see.
strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Oh my God, that class is god awful. Well, I take it back. Not god awful, but very bad. Sam Bachman's solid. He's a good bullpen arm. And has kind of become our best closer to a degree. And Chase Silseth is a solid enough bullpen arm.
He's just
No one else on this list matters.
I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of.
We traded Landon Marceau. We traded Kai Bush.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Yeah. I don't know about anybody else. I believe Landon now is with the Brewers and had a great start to his major league career.
For the inning. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Colton Cowser.
Oh no, he's not. He's with the Royals. Yeah. He's no longer in the minor league system for us. Oh, he retired? I could have sworn he got traded at some point. I saw 2025 on the list, but I could have sworn he got traded. Who was the dude we traded that started with the Brewers just recently?
Ground ball, left side. The throw to
Come on,
first.
Cowser.
Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And here's the DH for Washington.
Because I remember seeing his name and I was like, oh shit. He might have gotten sent back down.
Fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Coleman Crow, that's it. That's who it is. Yeah, he got sent back down.
Fastball today, you can hear
So
that
he must not have
pitcher's
done
mitt
well in his
popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
last major league games.
2.
Yeah, he didn't do
If you gotta go
great.
upstairs a little bit, make
That's
you
about
miss
right.
off and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's
That's
where you can get
about
hurt.
right.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I mean, only one loss, but 11 earned runs in 18 innings. That's not good. Yeah.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get
Yeah,
there.
none of them have panned out. None of them have panned out at all. And they are
7 in the series.
almost all college arms, which tells you how bad that draft was. Sam Bachman's the best of the
First
bunch.
offering is fouled off.
Silseth is fine. Kai Bush has failed even on a team that needed pitching.
That pitch clips the outside.
Hell, I don't even know where Kai Bush is right now, if he's even with the
89 on
White
the
Sox
gun.
still.
It's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard
Let's
for a
see,
hitter
what's
to
he
get on
been
top
doing
with it.
lately? I was a fan of Kai Bush for a while, and then he just fell off.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Can I just
Fights
get
it
a
off. We'll
stat
see
sheet?
another.
Can I get a box score here?
And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Slice the other way. That's a base.
Hey, Dylan Cruz getting on base.
And that extends the inning.
Batting seventh, third baseman, number 20.
Up now for Washington, Andrew Fisher. 2 home runs
Okay,
in
he's
the
still
series,
with the
5
White
hits
Sox.
total.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger.
Ooh, he was having Tommy Johns last year. That explains it.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
Yep.
Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yep, they placed him back on the 60-day. And he's been assigned to the prospects, which means he must be on a
Fouls one off out of play.
assignment,
Back to
a
our
rehab assignment. So, hey, Kai Bush might be back sooner than later.
2-1
I really
now.
liked him initially,
Foul ball there.
but then he just plateaued. Yep, that draft class
2-2 now.
sucked.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and that's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score.
Let's see. Angels 2022 draft. What was that one?
Back in Washington.
Okay. Now we move a bit quicker for a bit. Let's see. Fast forward to next half inning.
You're out. Out. Out.
Real quick and easy.
Out. Out. You're out. 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 Out.
Here we go.
3. Full 4. Take your base.
Hey, there we go. We got some scores out of that. What exactly happened there entirely? We saw it, but didn't see it. So Bernabel doubled to right. Cowser struck out. Montez reached on a throwing error. That advanced Bernabel to third. Dylan Cruz got intentionally walked, so the bases got juiced. Fisher then hit a sac fly. Bernabel scored. Then Holiday grounded to right for a single. That scored Montez, and Cruz advanced second, and then a ground out. Okay. Cool. And Jimmy's got plenty of energy left in him. That's even better.
You're out. Out.
Double. We score again. A single by Cowser. Beautiful. And we'll go one more half inning. No, there was a solo shot given up. All right, so
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
6 out of the 20 are still with the organization. Most of them are out of baseball entirely. Exactly what happens when you get drafted by the Angels.
These Nationals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Nope,
The numbers
inside.
tell us
Where's
they're
Victor
averaging more than
Medeiros
every
at? Is
inning,
he
and
still
they've
with
only
us?
struck out
The
twice,
20?
so
I will say the
keep on those
2022
ground
class,
balls.
much better.
Drive to short and caught.
Much better class.
After hitting the line drive that
Because you
finds
got Caden Dana,
some high fives,
who,
you know,
it's there. You see it. You just hope eventually it all clicks. You got Ben Joyce, who, if he can get healthy, is a very, very good closer. Neto's solid. He's just got to get out of his own head half the time. Sammy Natera looks really good. He's now at the majors. Okay, Victor Medeiros is with Atlanta. That's what I thought, because I saw him, like, the other day. And I was like, wait a minute.
And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Yeah. I forget when we traded him. I remember... No, we didn't trade him. We cut him and he got picked up. That's what it was.
Those strikes. That's ball
I think a good chunk of this draft class is still at Double A.
Not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the catcher, Caleb Lomavita.
Let's see, the 23 draft class.
Get that first hit at the big league level.
Let's see, the 23 class was Shawnwell. Yes, Ramshaw, Clark. Dear Lord. It's another awful class.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Man at first, one away. Swinging a ground ball. Oh,
Hey!
the flip.
That's at least going to have us a man in scoring position.
Recovery wasn't easy following the misplay.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sean Sullivan gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for Stanford.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Ryan Hobbs.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the
So
infielders,
Riley
they're gonna be
Bauman
thinking about
has
keeping the
already
ball from
retired.
by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next to
So
hit for
did
the
Zach
Giants,
Joyce.
Jackson Holiday, 1 for 3.
You'd think he wouldn't want to retire. Think he'd want to play with his brother.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hobbs, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game.
Ty Head's pretty solid. He's got a good bat.
Strikeouts in a tough spot like this.
I don't know how consistent he'll be at the major league level, but
As a hitter,
he's
when
got
that
some power
offense
behind
comes
his
to the
bat,
game,
which
you
is
feel
good.
like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Person behind me can't see the game.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off. He was late.
Once again, so many fucking college players, and none of them
High fly ball to right.
made it.
That is the inning. Nationals leave one.
In 24, you had Christian Moore. Which at least Christian Moore showing something.
Back in Washington,
Ryan
D.C.
Johnson,
And here's the first
who,
baseman,
you know, on a good day is very solid.
out to short.
I didn't even see what's Silva's pitch count at. Because he's been getting through innings, it seems really quick.
Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's
Only 63 pitches? Fucking Silva might go a full 9 innings at this rate.
Number 87 in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Activity in the bullpen for the Nationals. Connor Phillips, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Little warming up as well. And the 1-0.
so impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the
God,
outing.
there's so few
Giants
players
trailing by 2 here in the top half
that have
of the
made it to the
10%.
major leagues in our draft classes. God, the Angels are bad.
Next pitch just misses, and the count's full. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. Bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Gabriel Rincones Jr. will hit next.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture.
Bernabel. There's one.
Easy.
Double play.
Boom.
But he can't seem to break through. Inning over. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Nationals 3 and the Giants 1.
Hell, barely any of our fucking 2025 draft class is it double A. That's just sad.
Taking a look at our game summer.
I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna watch the rest of this game to see if Silva gets through the entire game of this, right?
That's a ball. That fastball up right there.
Because I did not expect him to get through 7 innings as easily as he has. I thought he'd get through maybe 5 to 6. If Silva somehow gets through a complete game in his first start, that's insane. And James Wood almost killed a man. He lost the bat and almost killed a man.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The offense has certainly not looked as good as I'd hoped, but
Cuts and misses. It's a strike.
come on, James.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Bernabel, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The other way, and that's just foul.
I will say, with the way Bernabel's starting this year, I'm happy I re-signed him on that 2-year extension.
Out, space is empty. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
Come on, Cowser.
This one. Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count, he's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ball 1.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Whips it to first.
Alright.
Out number 3. Nationals go quietly.
Keep in mind, the only score for the Giants has been a solo homer off of Jimmy Silva.
We're at the top of the 8th. Digging in, number 14.
So top of the 8th, 70 pitches in. Jimmy Silva is looking way better than expected when it comes to like the amount of innings he's gotten through. Okay, we are warming up the bullpen, so I don't think he's going all the way.
Possible save opportunity.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Come on, Jimmy.
Fastball
There you go.
For a strike, and it's 2-1.
I mean, he's going to go right now at least 7 1/3 probably.
2-2 on the way. This one high in the air to left center.
And got
Reaching
under
for
it.
Makes the catch. Okay, Singy, I think we can say it's been a successful Major League debut for him on the mound. He's giving this organization and its fans some reasons to be excited about what he can do at this level.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack a new
Bro, if he
challenge
gets
and
through 8
and
innings,
that's what we're witnessing today. It's a brand new environment, and he's finding a way to succeed. He'll be humbled sooner or later, so that's going to come. But I've really liked what I've seen from him in this one. I think he belongs here.
pulled foul.
The only thing that really worries me with Silva right now is he's giving up a lot of hard contact.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
I mean, I would, if we had if we have a challenge, I would have challenged that. I thought he hit the zone on that last one.
Outside low, and it's 3-2.
Oh, fun fact, apparently Pete Alonso's down at AAA for Miami because they showed the Jumbo Shrimp logo for him.
Up the middle.
No. Oh,
Handled. Throw short out to mid first. Can't
come on, Bernabeu.
Manager out of the dugout.
Okay, there it is. 7 1/3 for Jimmy Silva. 7 1/3. Luke Little in the game. And Monty comes in and does finish the game off. The Nats take the win. 3-1. We sweep the Giants in Jimmy Silva's debut, where he went 7 innings and a third, just like we all expected in his major league debut. We all expected him to play absolutely out of his mind. What good? Insane. And as we all expected, a sweep to start the year. And Dusk, I think it's broom is what you have to use for the sweep. It's either broom or brooms. I don't remember. There you go. So we get a sweep to start the year against the Giants. V-Dub, I apologize, but only slightly. I will say this. I do want to point out his ERA is 1.23. I love it. So a much better start than expected. Apparently we suck at catcher, according to our position rankings, but I don't care. Now we take on the Royals, with Frank Otto leading us off here, as he's pitching in the 4th spot. And Frank Otto leads us off, going 7 innings, 5 strikeouts. So, okay. And Cade Anderson ends the good times as he takes the first loss of the year against Kansas City. Don't like that. Chase Dolander then apparently is thriving off of Cade Anderson's energy, and we take our second loss. We won 4 straight and then back-to-back L's. Come on, guys. What the hell, man? Way to kill a mood. Ooh, Sawyer struggled. Cole Henry did well. That's good. That's good. Speaking of relievers, I just want to take a look at how our relievers are doing. Dear Lord, the young guys are not doing as well as I would have hoped. I'm going to let them play out the rest of the month, but, you know, we need a little more sample size. Meanwhile, Mamie Moore in her new role is doing better than some of the young guys, which is a bit surprising. Ah, we are back in our winning ways as Thomas Pelletier gets the W. Who got hurt? Oh, Christian Vaquera banged up. He'll be out 1 to 2 months with a broken shin. Yeah. Well, first off, 1 to 2 months. Yeah, to the 60-day. And let's see. Do we have any fielders we can move? Oh, we have plenty of fielders we can move up. Cesar Tavares moves up into that spot. Actually, then, if that's the case, well, you're there anyways. Alright, the Battle of the Beltway continues. Jimmy Silva back on the mound. And Jimmy Silva is 2-0. And he has gone 7 or more innings in each of his first 2 starts. Just want to point that out. Now it's our first week of scouting. So first things first, we have to figure out what's good with this class, and then we will start looking at everything. The top player is left fielder Michael Donaldson. And we'll pick at 14, 52, and 91. I mean, you always need pitchers, but that's just to keep the flow going. We do need more position players. There we go. Ooh, it's going to be a nice draft, it looks like, for position players, specifically shortstop. My God. 6, 7, and 8. 3 shortstops. 2 in the Central, 1 internationally. Alright. International outfield seems pretty good. Okay. So, I know what I want to do here. I am going to try to discover some prospects first. And the first ones that I want to discover, I'll actually do it with my one guy that's good with position players. Give me outfield internationally, because those seem pretty good. And then let's see, for the pitchers, it's Central and international for the most part. A little bit of the West there. So I will have you discover pitchers in the Central. And I will have you... Where were those shortstops at? Where were they located? Oh God, there is nothing at first base. Yeah, outside of shortstop, there's not much on the infield. That is sad. We want Central and international, mainly the Central. Okay, so discover new prospects, infield, Central. So game plan here is we're gonna do a week of this. And then we're going to start scouting probably positions more so than anything. Unless there's specific players I like. Actually, if you can find 4, I'm going to let you do the outfield then. Where's international? And then you can do the infield central. Yep. Alright. Let's keep moving. Can we get a sweep with Frank Otto on the mound? We cannot. That's disappointing. Otto takes his first L of the year. Meanwhile, we start a series against the Cards, and we start it with an L. Phillips takes the loss there. Another L. We give up 15 runs? Excuse me? We bounce back at least there, getting a one-run win against the Cards. Dear Lord. And then take the L there with Festa. God, not what I wanted to see there. Luckily, we are still on top of the division. We're the only team with a winning record currently in the division. Frank Otto takes the L. Never mind, it's David Festa. 7-zip win against the White Sox. A shutout for Kate Anderson. No! Sabrina Hogan, just a tad bit banged up. But that's okay, she'll be fine in the long run. Meanwhile, we found no outfielders. We found one infielder and 4 pitchers. Alright, let's see. Okay. And then the pitchers sucked. Well, not so much. Never mind. We found maybe a really good 18-year-old pitcher. 2 really good 18-year-old pitchers, possibly. So that's nice to see. Okay. So I'm going to switch you up and just scout starting pitchers in the Central. I think you're going to continue to look for them. Meanwhile, so we pick 14. Like, there's a lot of good outfielders here, and I'm curious to see how good they are. So I'm gonna look at Ricky Villasmil, however you pronounce that. I do not know. Where are you from? The Dominican Republic. Villasmil is what I assume it's pronounced as, then. I don't know. Switching it, upgrade it at all? No, it would add more motivation. Alright. Whoops. There we go. That's what I want. We're going to do this right now. Hey, 2 back-to-back shutouts. Nice. We don't need peaceful music right now. We have nothing peaceful yet. We don't know what's happening with this team exactly. Right now we're leading our division, but we don't know what else is to come. Dylan Cruz is on a hot streak. James Wood is underperforming. That's disappointing. Even Dylan Cruz is a bit underperforming. Chase Dolander, though, is doing quite well early on. The ERA is high, but Ethan Holiday is performing quite well. How about his brother? Much better than last year. There you go, Jackson. Your ratings may be going down, but you are performing better than last year. And Michael Arroyo is struggling. It's the flip of last season. Bernabel is playing well off of what he did last year currently. We have a lot of guys struggling, which I don't like that. This explains why our run production has not been what it was early. Explains a lot. Meanwhile, down at the minors, things are a bit worrisome. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Bronson's brought his ERA down a bit, which is nice. We're riding a 3-game win streak as Thomas Pelletier gets the dub. And Jimmy Silva's unbeaten streak dies at just 2. He falls to the Phillies 1-3. Luckily, Frank Otto bounces back. We beat the Phillies in that series. I'll take it. We're 11-8. More than happy with that. And now let's see how Cade plays off of his shutout against the White Sox. Now against the north side of Chicago. Well, Connor Phillips is the one who screwed us there, so never mind. That signing has been awful so far. Meanwhile, Chase Dolander, never mind, Sabrina Hogan comes in to help us there. Okay. Doesn't move much. He's still high on our board, still a top 10 pick here. Mainly a contact guy. I think I'm going to finish this just to figure out entirely what's going on. We did find one more outfielder. I'll take it. I'll take it. 68th on our board. He's mainly speed. Good arm strength. I do worry there because it looks like he's never truly going to be like a dominant hitter. That worries me just a bit. It feels like he could be really, really good one day as like a bunter. And that's it. Alright. Meanwhile, I'm going to start looking at shortstops in the Central. I want to finish getting this guy done. And we beat the Cubbies. Thomas Pelletier continues to thrive. He's 3-0 on the year. No! A blistered finger? That's the last thing we want to see on anyone. It's deadly. What's he been playing? 296 average? 6 RBIs. OPS of 715. No, not terrible. He's batting righties really well. Very much reverse splits. Alex Clemmy's doing quite well. It's good to see Alejandro Rodriguez playing well, too. At AAA level. Because I was worried he might struggle. Speaking of struggling, Art Bradshaw's not doing well. Meanwhile, Rico's doing fantastic. Ooh, Lester is struggling this year. I'm gonna let him play through it before I send him down to single A, but definitely gonna keep an eye on that. Let's see. We'll check back at the end of the month and start to make some changes. Ooh, 7-9. Connor Phillips again. Dear Lord, that signing is coming back to bite me in the ass. Had a really good year last year. And he has flipped that on its head. 3 blown saves this year. We do bounce back. Monty gets the win against Milwaukee. Can we get another 1 series? No, we can't. Cade Anderson takes the L there. The one positive is we're not getting, like, beaten down by many teams. That's the one singular positive currently. Chase Dolander takes another loss. We do get a win, though, against the Dodgers. Thomas Pelletier continues to be hot. And Gene Joseph just destroyed his shin. What is with these shin injuries? That's 2 now. And once again, center field is a problem. Thank God we have a lot of depth there. What was that was on fire? In center? Nice. They're both playing quite well. Meanwhile, E-Man is not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At least one of you might get the boot. Actually? What was... we have to, we would have to designate him. I don't want to risk losing him to waivers. I will say right now, center field's definitely a spot I would eyeball in the trade block. I do think Jackson's probably going to be taken off the trade block right now because he's just played better than I anticipated. He is. God, I have a lot of untouchables. What are we looking at center? Nothing yet. Yeah, no real guys on the block that I think we'd be after yet. And we are no longer in front in the division as we fall to the Dodgers by 1 run. I mean, we're not bad. We're 15-13 still, but we have started to stumble a tad bit. Let me go sign some free agents for single A. I mean, I don't care that he's got deep potential. My roster shouldn't be full. I've got 2 guys on the 60. Like, I've got 2 guys on the 60. How's my roster full? Alright, whatever. Hey, we get the win there. Nixon Shipley gets his first W. There we go, the Rule 5 draft pick. Meanwhile, Connor Phillips finally gets a win. Comes through. Well, the game doesn't really apply that. Well, that explains it. Because I was about to say, I'm like, I got 2 guys on the fucking 60. I've got 2 roster spots open. That explains it. Because I've always wondered, because I don't normally notice it. When, you know, they're on the injured list, I don't normally notice the roster change. So that explains why I don't notice it. The game doesn't apply that. Get the brooms out. We sweep Arizona. We've already had more sweeps this year than I think we had last. David Festa comes through for that sweep. The bullpen came through for this series. Love of God, if it's a center fielder. Okay, he's only out for a few days. Nothing terrible. That could have been a lot worse if Bernabel had been out for longer. He's having a really solid year. 298 right now. 23 RBIs, 6 home runs already. He's having a really, really good year again. His strikeout rate is actually really solid. Like, the splits aren't bad. He's absolutely crushing lefties. I'm pleasantly surprised with Warming Bernabel. I am so happy that I made that move to sign him. I was worried that one was going to be the one that bit me in the ass, but that's the one that's worked out really well. Alright. After these next 2 games, we will take a look and start moving guys around if they need to be moved around. No! Pelletier takes his first L in a 2-0 loss. No! Oh, that's upsetting. To lose to that score, oh. Luckily, Jimmy's got his back and bounces back for us. And actually, it's Monty that comes through. He's having a much better year. Alright, before this game, let's see what happened. Tyson Ortiz got hit hard. He has just not been great since he got here. Rodney got hit hard. That's not a good look. Okay, Domingo did really, really well at Double-A. Good. Desmond Cooley's done well, which is exactly what I expect. Rico did quite well. Carlos did really well at Triple-A. Good. Okay, first things first. Ortiz, you're going back down to High A. You have just been, for some reason, bad every time. I think we'll bring up Aaron Prater to AA. Mainly because I want Carlton to sit for a bit at single A before I bring him up. I am going to bring down Rodney after his rough month just to let him, get his shit back together. Enrico has been dominant, so I don't see a reason not to let him go to AAA. When you're that good, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Okay. Antoine Steen has really brought things back around. Great to see. And he is going to be the first guy up if someone like Faith Martinez starts to slip, or if I were to make a move and get rid of one of these two. Sawyer Lewis has bounced back too. Nixon Shipley looking really good. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna send Mammy Moore down to AA. And I think I'm gonna send you down to high A, Woody. I'm gonna bring Silas up to AAA. Give him a chance to shine. Never mind. Woody, you're gonna have to stay up here. Sorry, man. We're just struggling at catcher. Do I have an option on Arroyo? I do not. Fuck. Oh, I was really hoping I had an option on Michael Arroyo because I would have sent him down and brought up Desmond Cooley. Now Ventura is struggling. Move him down to AA, and I'm going to bring Feldman up to AAA, even though he's not, like, dominating. Okay, they're playing about the same, so no real need for movement there. It's just a rough year for a lot of guys right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to send Fitzgerald down to AA. I'm going to bring Pedro up to AAA. I'm going to see how Pedro Guzman does at AAA. Those hitting stats aren't really there yet, but I want to see how he fares. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm designating you for assignment, man. This is just ridiculous. I'm going to add Leonardo to the 40-man. And move him right up to that MLB lineup. That means somebody's got to move up to AAA, and I know exactly who's doing that. Domingo moves up to AAA. Try Charlie May moves up to Double-A for now. Alright. And I didn't really pay too much attention to this. Montez only gets so many at-bats because he plays first base too, so I like keeping him around there, and these guys need to stay in their same spots, so we're fine. Meanwhile, Ricky's going to be a really good contact hitter. That I can guarantee you. And he's going to have a good starting overall. He's going to be a contact hitter with good fielding abilities. Which means there's definitely going to be a place for him on most teams. EW is suing the production company behind Queen of the Ring due to unpaid sponsorship fees over $105,000. What are we talking about? Queen of the Ring? Are we talking? Are we talking the movie? Oh yeah. Okay. I never watched it, so I can't speak on how it was. But yeah, no, if you didn't pay sponsorship fees, ooh, yeah, you fucked. All I know about that movie, like from what the only thing I saw was Corey Taylor did a version of Dust in the Wind that's really good. That's the only thing I saw out of that movie. I would like to, keep him there for motivation, but we need to know more. Ooh, okay. Charles Frazier. Really solid. Well, the main characters played Felicity Smoke and Air. Really? She's in that? I did not realize she was in that. Okay, these pictures we found, pretty decent. Oh, that's another picture. I thought for a second that was a shortstop, and I was like, that's a pretty big jump. Ah. Teddy Gilbert dropped. He's got power, though, maybe. I need to know more about you. Because if you do have that kind of power, I'm interested. I don't like that you can't play any other position, but I'm interested. And while I'm doing that, I think I'll edit this to be... Let's see. Okay, it's the... Okay, it's the outfielders on the corners. Dear Lord, it's all international. Yeah, it's the international outfielders, man. Woo. Alright. We want left field, international. Alright. I know Tony Storm's in it because I remember seeing that, but that was all I remember seeing in it. Like from an actual like scene situation. I have not watched any of Heels yet. Frank Otto with the win. We beat Miami in the series. Well, we, at worst, can tie the series, I should say. No, I didn't even watch the pilot. I was about to say, I think I watched the pilot, but I didn't watch the pilot yet. It's on my watch list. I just haven't gotten to it. Okay, we split it. Kate Anderson takes the L. Can't really say I'm surprised on that one. Now the top three up against Tampa. Chase Dolander finally bounces back with a win. Pelletier, back-to-back losses for him now. But Jimmy Silva doesn't get the win because it goes to David Festa. We'll take it. A win's a win's a win. And Kate Anderson picks up that one. Well, Monty actually gets it, which can only mean one thing. Oh, never mind. It's just a slight injury to Xavier Nyams. There we go. We get the win again over the Mets. Sabrina Hogan gets that win. Oh, he continues to fall. The potential is still an interesting situation. He can play second and third base. I need to finish this for two reasons. I want to keep him as a possibility. And two, could be the second pick if he were to fall. Dude, he continues to rise. Fernando Rosa is starting to become the guy. Okay, you have some power against lefties, Tom Ha. That might be the next guy we look at. Ooh, or Mark Shoemaker. Has a little bit of power, massive contact. I think what I'm going to do... I read that name wrong. I read that name wrong. Also, we have a really good closing pitcher here. We just don't need him. Somebody's going to get a really good player right there. And right there. There's two really good closing pitchers. Yeah, I read that man's name very wrong. Where are you from? Massachusetts! Should we scout Todd Brady? Out of Massachusetts? Todd Brady out of Massachusetts. I think what I'm going to do here, cancel. I want to get more info. I want more info on Mark Shoemaker. So And that's a sweep. That's the third sweep of the year. That one's even bigger because it's within division. The Mets are terrible this year. Oh, Lord. I just thought there was a hair on my lens. Any crazy transactions? Nope. Okay, cool. So, is there anyone here with a decent overall that's young enough? He's 22? He can play shortstop? I don't think I've ever seen a center fielder that can play short. I've seen shortstops that play center field. That's such a weird thing. Yeah. You go down to high A. Welcome to double A. Doug. Hi. Damn. Dolander takes the L. But I am curious, who signed alright, whatever. Okay, we get the win there. Luke Little comes through. And we get the win thanks to Jimmy Silva, who's 3-1 on the year. This year is going quite well. We are 27-17. Meanwhile, the Red Wings are bouncing back, 22-20. And the Senators are 18-18, not doing terrible. Major League roster, though, is the best of the bunch, which is a little different than what we're used to. That is a huge win. 10-4, we take down Boston. Yep. Okay, we need to know more about Mark Shoemaker. So the power is there for Teddy Gilbert. The question is, what's his actual potential? Because the power is definitely there. And just one ring, okay. The power is definitely going to be there for Teddy Gilbert. But, I mean, I don't really know how good he's going to be in the long run. Meanwhile, I think we are going to... Holy shit, Charles Frazier's now our number 3 prospect. Okay, these pitchers are becoming a little too good now. I just want to point that out. Where is he? There he is. Shoemaker there. I think I'm gonna switch out. Oh, I didn't even think to do this. I keep forgetting about this. I mean, I'm gonna go left fielder because we've been looking there, and I'm gonna do shortstop because we've been looking there. And actually, pitcher because we've been looking there. But I am going to use staff contracts. I'm going to get a different scout here. That way I can look heavily at position players. 90. So I can only go about 93. Let's see. Effectiveness ain't as good, but everything else is pretty good. I'm gonna go Daryl Fishman, actually. It's a little more of a blend there. And here I can get back to shortstops in the Central. And I think we're going to get to the end of the month and then we'll call it. See where we stand. We lose that series to Boston, sadly. And James Tibbs is back on the fucking waiver wire. And now we get Philly. And Silva's 4-1 on the year. That's 3 straight wins against Philly, Thomas Pelletier. No! He's out 1 to 2 weeks. We actually, I don't believe. Never mind. I was about to say we don't have a guy that can take over. We have Justin Davidson, the guy we drafted. And we don't get the sweep, sadly. Faith Martinez does not come through. Meanwhile, we get a shutout from Frank Otto against the Braves. The pitching has been so much nicer this season. Nixon Shipley does not come through. That ERA is still fantastic, though. No, Rico! Oh, that fucking sucks. And he was really starting to develop well. No, Rico! I just want to know, how well has he been doing? Oh, he's been playing great at AAA. Well, Rodney, you're back. And I think I think I'm going to bring Kevin Carlton up. See what he can do at AA. Meanwhile, we now know Shoemaker is just not going to be as great potential-wise as it looked. He just does not have power. Everything else is going to be good, but he just doesn't have power. I think second round pick I'd be willing to take him, but not with the first at least. I'm going to have a hard time not taking Charles Frazier with the first pick if he's there. Chris Swigum is apparently pretty solid too. I think I know enough about Shoemaker. I need to know more about Tom Ha. While I do that, I'm going to go left field international. I think I know enough about the pitchers where I can feel okay. And I'm going to go here. I'm just not going to get a lot on these guys doing it this way, but I want to get as much on the position players as I can. We get the win against Atlanta. Monty has been doing great this season. And now we get, of course, everyone's favorite team, the Yankees. Monty coming through again. Connor Phillips comes through. That ERA is descending for him. You just need a while. We get the series win against the Yankees that quick. And we get a sweep. Thank you, Frank Otto. Go Ace. Even though I think Thomas Pelletier is starting to become our ace. And right now, we are 4.5 games above Atlanta. We are feeling pretty good. So, Silva gets the win against Atlanta thanks to Monty. And did Kate Anderson just get a win? Nixon Shipley, the relief pitching, is doing the work. I don't remember the last time the relief pitching came through for us like this. Meanwhile, James Wood is starting to get back to his old self. He's still not having as good of a year as he's had before. And Ethan Holiday is not, playing as well as he could. How's his brother doing? And his brother heard what I said. That's all I know. He definitely heard what I said. Because he's playing really well right now. Andrew Fisher is the biggest playmaker so far. I don't know why he's going down. And Warming Bernabel is going down as well, but he's been playing out of his mind as well. I don't get it. We got a lot of good guys playing great right now. Meanwhile, Tom Ha is very good. He's got power against lefties. His bat is a massive work in progress, though. That is a definite. Massive work in progress. Shoemaker continues to fall. Damn, a lot of these outfielders now are starting not to look great. Damn. This pitcher went from 12th to unranked for us. And we're going to go another week of that. Let's finish these last 3 games. Oh, yep. Forgot. Who came back? This is legit a question. Who came back from injury? Oh. Felix did. That's who. I'm actually going to send him to AA just because I want Cooley to get more reps. Dear Lord. Alright, you can go to AAA. You go back down to AA. Anyone who can play first. There we go. Yeah. I think. Okay, Babe Rivera can play. Second, third. Alright. We don't get the sweep. Connor Phillips blows that one. Hoop Little gets that win. The final game. The Senators got a guy back. I think the only guys that were injured were center field. Yep. A high A for Tavares. Ooh. Ooh, okay, Domingo, you're going back down to AA. You were crushing it there. But, yeah. Out that. I think Vaccaro will go to AAA. average at AA? Yeah. You're playing better than Valencia, so. Dear Lord, 8-10. That's Monty's first loss. Ray Ross was hit hard. Carl Lopez did well. Caden Wallace did real well. Memphis Anderson did well. Alejandro Rodriguez did well. No real surprise on that one. Yeah, Rodriguez is going to be up at the major leagues a lot quicker than even I anticipated. Bring him to AA, and then we'll bring one of the relievers. Down to high A. Yep, that'll work. Alright, last game, because it'll end the series. And we win. We beat the Mets again in a series. Jimmy Silva, fantastic start to his rookie season. 60 strikeouts in 82 innings. For him, that's very good. 2.7 ERA, 5-1 on the year. And Feldman got banged up. Just a couple days. Nothing much. Yeah, right now our rotation is deadly. 3 of our starting 5 have 5 or more wins. Sabrina Hogan's over here with 2 wins. She's just developing here in the bullpen, which I like. She'll probably take over. Maybe even for Dolander. Because I'm more than likely not going to pay him what he wants. She can step right in Dolander's spot. I'm going to need another lefty at some point. Because we have a lot of righties. Yeah, we are doing quite well. And then I think Luke Little is a free agent. Yep. So this is probably where Steen steps in, taking over for Little next year. Connor Phillips, I don't know if he's going to be here next year. I might try and deal him. Like, we've got relievers that can step in. We are in a really, really nice spot right now, pitching-wise. We just need to kind of get the fielders in a spot where we can kind of just replace them as time goes, and we'll be good to go. I'm very surprised at how good this team is right now. Very surprised. And I definitely think we will be we'll be looking to wheel and deal at the deadline. They're calling us small buyers. I don't know about that. We might be a little bit higher up than small buyers this season. Let's take a look and see what's here right now. Okay. Go after Basalo. Eduardo Tait. I mean, I'm definitely going to be eyeballing the trade block this year compared to last. That is a definite. Holy shit. Talk about a contact hitter. My God. No real center fielders, though, which is a bit disappointing. I was hoping there might be a big-time center fielder up. Sean Davidson could be that guy. That kind of power? We'll worry about that next week. I think next week we probably take ourselves past the draft to the postseason, because I feel like this team is headed straight to the playoffs. I don't think that's a question at all right now. It might be the best team, balance-wise, that we've had. And we've got the pitching to help our hitting, finally. Let's hope it stays that way, though. With that, Jaren, Dusk, V-Dub, appreciate you guys for being here. If you're watching After Factor, we're just chilling in the chat. I appreciate you, too. I will see you guys Thursday for some more Visual Novel Thursday as we get into the final of the 3 Apollo Justice games. And you can probably expect week 0 tomorrow. I gotta record it still, so I'm doing that immediately after. So probably expect week 0 of season 1 for Sac State tomorrow. Hopefully, cross all your appendages that I can get it done. With that, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.